Listening, head to head. I've learned that only by being a master of attentive listening can you hope to become a master of the art of storytelling. In public service and in all my current efforts, I have tried to create a culture of attentive listening. Instead of just listening to those on the leadership team, I want to hear what everyone, including cleaners, kitchen workers, security staff, receptionist, and everyone else, has to say about what their jobs are like and how things are going. I do this by using a skill called ras by ras, which in Arabic literally means head to head. Someone will be picked at random to spend a one-on-one hour with me, and during that time I listen carefully and, where necessary, ask probing questions. The person who meets with me can say anything positive or negative about the organization, including issues of personal concern. My job is to listen for the story and to learn from it. These strictly confidential meetings prove very productive. It makes all the difference in the organization for people to have the opportunity to share their story. I get a chance to hear someone who might otherwise never be heard, and from whom something valuable can be learned. I often act upon concerns expressed, and I know my decision-making has been influenced by gaining new and important points of view. And the person who meets with me, having had the chance to be heard, feels empowered. He or she talks about the experience with others. I believe the ras by ras has the positive impact of boosting morale throughout the organization and reinforces the culture of listening. Sometimes you walk into a meeting thinking you have the best strategy for accomplishing something. But after listening for a few minutes, you realize that others have even better ideas. I always like to say, my opinion is in my pocket. Let's leave it there. My opinion is not going anywhere, and I am not losing anything by listening. In listening attentively, I try to remember the fundamental points of the person speaking. Single words that help me remember the key points are enough. I treat listening a little like a game, to see whether I can accurately summarize what the other person has said. I test myself by repeating what I've heard back to my colleague and giving him or her a chance to correct any misunderstandings. My father, the listener par excellence, had an amazing facility for this. He told me that if I could develop the ability to accurately absorb and analyze the points made by the other person without taking notes, that's the ultimate. When I go into a meeting in which people are talking about the status of their projects, I listen very carefully without saying anything. Only at the end do I offer my feedback. And sometimes I need to say only a very few words. Like, I agree. Why? Because I've already listened carefully and silently.